Welcome to another edition of Pittsburgh Sportsline at Duke's Rib House Bar and Grill, 1910 Cochran Road, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 15220. It's a shameless promotion for Max and Irma. It's right next door to Max and Irma, so you can find it in Mount Lebanon. Come on out. Smokin' Jim, everybody's watching us on Verizon 32 all over the area. Thank you very much. From Nemacolin to Cranberry, Wexford. Only Comcast 7 in Bethel Park. Let me say, you have to be in Bethel Park to watch it on Comcast. Sorry about it. Comcast made the rules. We just go by them, and that's the only way you can see it. We're on Tuesday through Saturday night, 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Our shows are either played live on Tuesday night or they're replayed throughout the week. And then you can go to YouTube, and we have over 300 plus shows. They're all there. So if you're one of our guests, you can see yourself on the show, and there's over 300 of them. Dave Cable puts them all up. He's a director of BPTV, public access TV. You can call that number if you want to get a DVD of yourself, 412-831-3304. Now we hit a brand new high, Jim J, on likes on Facebook. 4,556 likes. Thank you. I appreciate it. And everybody knows my little spiel. It's actually the truth. I appreciate if you like us first. I'll like you, because some people have tried to mislead me on things. Smokin' Jim is notorious for liking everything. Just ask him to like your page. Isn't that right, Smokin' Jim?
Yes, sir.
Okay. He says yes to everybody. With that out of the way, I'm Al Levine, the talking machine. I got Smokin' Jim Frazier right next to me. We have our co-host from Tuesday night, Zach Brenner, in transit. I don't know if he'll make it on time. We'll see what happens. But he's usually here. We save him for the last, but tonight we may not. We'll see what happens. We're going to start with our first segment of What's on Our Mind. And I wanted to give a little shout out to Skeets, since I made this sign. And there's a graphic, maybe it's running right across the screen now. Skeets Service Station. Give him a call. He helped fix my daughter's car 2 weeks ago, and it's still fine. So thank you very much, Skeets. I trust him. You should trust him. And now we're going to start What's on Our Mind right now. Smokin' Jim Frazier, what's on your mind?
Thanks, Al Levine, the talking machine. And if you want the green,
There you
got to see
Easy.
Levine. Hey, I want to thank Kelly and the owner, Reddy, for having us back once again. Please take care of your bartenders and waitresses.
Joey
waved to all your fans. And if you haven't done so already, do yourself a favor. Grab a menu, because 2 weeks ago, I had the best slab of ribs I ever had in my life. Happy belated Mother's Day to all the moms in the house.
How about all over the world?
I said before the season that Andrew McCutchen would struggle after cutting his hair. And right now he's batting right around 200 with only 2 home runs. Listen, you got a better chance of seeing Bruce Jenner coming out of the men's room than you do of having Andrew McCutchen hitting over 330 home runs this year. Listen, athletes are superstitious. Michael Jordan used to wear his lucky North Carolina shorts under Chicago Bulls shorts. You know, you had Tiger Woods used to wear his red shirt on Sunday. Hockey players at the end of the season grow playoff beards. Brian Urlacher used to watch his favorite fishing show before each and every game. Serena Williams would bounce the ball 5 times before the first serve. It's been proven that cutting off dreadlocks is worse than the Sports Illustrated cover jinx. You can't replace dreadlocks with the rabbit's foot, Lucky Charms, or a 4-leaf clover. Listen, the Pittsburgh Pirates have the right to remain silent, but they don't have the ability. Manager Clint Hurdle said Andrew McCutchen's knee is fine, and he doesn't have to run hard on each and every play. Even Chung Ho Gunn Couldn't understand that one. Listen, my good friend Alan Levine, the talking machine, is an Afro-American. And if Andrew McCutcheon grows an afro or grows back his dreads, he'll turn back into the hitting machine.
Smoking Jim Frazier, do you still have your winning football team shorts on? From, what was that, school Gateway? What year was that?
I always wear my lucky tights.
Let's get that on camera.
I can't lift it all the way.
Oh, he's struggling. I don't want him back in the hospital
Got
again.
my game day tights on, always wear 'em.
You and Joe Namath. I didn't
Not
know.
pantyhose, tights.
That's where he started out. He practiced when he was your age. Then he matured into the pantyhose. Well, Smoking Jim, I'm going to take it down a notch. We had the designer bag bingo. Thanks for everybody coming out. We had a crowd of 120 people. We only were expecting 100. It was a great night. Of course, they let me do the 50-50 raffle, Smoking Jim. And I hit every table, not once, not twice. Dave Cable said maybe thrice, 3 times. And it was almost $300 for the 50-50. So it was great. They brought their own bottles. They were drinking booze. They offered me champagne and everything.
BYOB?
Yeah, it was BYOB. Plus Sid West Catering was there. They donated the food and were turning the money back over to us. Just a great catering experience. The designer bags, I know nothing about them, but the ladies went crazy each time they won a bingo. $500 bags, $400 designer bags. So it was a great night. Glad everybody, we're going to do it again next year. We're going to tweak it a little bit. We've got some ideas to make it even better. So thanks everybody for that. Now the other thing in Bethel, that all goes to the scholarship fund to help ladies and gentlemen like Aaron Ward, Devin Shea, who I always combine the name. I think I did all right on that one. Now this will also be a ticket, $1 ticket for a $650 stainless steel Weber grill donated by Evie Hardware. You can get your tickets there. They're $1. I have them wherever I am, Smoking Jim. You know, if somebody asks me, I'll give them a ticket for $1, 5 for $5, 10 for $10. That's the type of person I am. So it's a deal. Mario Tempest got the deal of the day here. One of our best sponsors and one of our favorite guests. $3 for 3 tickets. So now on Tuesday nights, we do a show. Well, there's also a farmer's market at St. Thomas More. So check that out. That'll be at a new location. They were at the community center, but there's better parking. And it started last week, May 5th to September 29th. Go out there, check it out. And it's from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. So Smoking Jim, when you're late, you can actually come in. Wait, McCutcheon's going to score the run. He walked the first base, and Marte hit a home run. And that when you watch this will be up by Wednesday, so you'll know that the Pirates won the game, and the haters like Smoking Jim and Zach Brenner of the Buccos, they'll be on. The weather is warm, wouldn't you say?
Yes, sir.
We better start talking about something else besides promos. Now, I keep hearing how bad the Pirates are. They just won a series against, I don't know, did you know that team that's one of the best in baseball? St. Louis Cardinals. I didn't even hear you mention anything about that. You're worried about the Mendoza line, and that means anybody that can't hit over 200. And you're worried about Kutch. So what if he's hurt? Most players play hurt, don't they? Well, they won 2 in a row, buddy. 162 game season. But what I did want to talk about is Deflategate. They finally found some guilt. How could that happen in the NFL? How does Bob Kraft and his team get in trouble? And we'll save that for tomorrow night's show. I'm sure it'll be a lively show about that, about Belichick and the rest of them, always looking for an edge. But that's what's on my mind. We're going to start bringing up guests right now. Mario Tempest, welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Let's go Bucks.
Let's go Bucks. Yeah, I don't care what Jim says.
I like your style.
Yeah, because he's just a huge hockey fan. So.
Get the puck out of here.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
I'm glad it's a family show.
I was just gonna say it's a family show. Be careful.
I was very careful.
That's good.
He didn't know what I even said.
Yeah, he wrote the book on hockey. He didn't read it yet, but he wrote it.
He's written a dozen
I
of
shaved
them.
off my playoff beard after the
Did you?
Penguins lost.
Again, that's every year, the last few years. Well, we'll see what happens next year. Go Steelers with him since he's helping them out in the draft.
Yeah, I do have one question to ask you, Jim. Terrell Pryor, is he ever going to make it? Is he going to stay with anybody? Cincinnati just signed him. Is he for real or no?
Well,
He loves them.
If you go back and look at some of our previous shows, I said it was a mistake for him and his agent to ask for a trade out of Oakland. There's only 32 jobs, and each of those jobs pay up to $100 million for a quarterback. I thought he should have stayed in Oakland and fight. I said if he leaves Oakland, he'll never again play in the National Football League, and it looks like that's true. I think he got to get some Canadian bacon because the CFL's in his future.
Sure looking like it, yeah.
Makes sense. You didn't even post up that Cincinnati got him. I had to do that. I was so shocked. Did you know?
Yeah, I knew just like he got cut by the Kansas City Chiefs. I knew he'd get cut everywhere he goes. He'll get cut. So.
All right, let's move on to happier things. This is too depressing right now. He's always a happy guy. What's on your mind?
What's on my mind? Well, I'm all excited. This weekend's the weekend for the new Ken Arnold Social in the Park called Rockin' Roosevelt.
Tell them about this deal. It's on my son's birthday, who will still be in the Navy then. He can't come home yet. So.
Can't come home.
Or he'd go there for $5.
$5. Even Smoking Jim can afford it. $5.
I just have one question.
Yes.
When anybody comes on, he says, I'll be there. Now, how many of those events do you think he even went to?
0.
You're 100%
Something
correct.
always comes up.
We don't even have to try to pick on him.
I'll come to God's country and pick you up if you want me to.
He knows where it is. What's that address where he lives?
1000 Gateway Drive.
That's it. That's it.
All right, we better get back to something serious. This is a great event. I don't mean to make light of it. It's just fantastic what they're doing and what you're doing to help promote it.
Yeah.
We're proud to be helping.
Basically, I grew up in Arnold, and I used to play here as a kid. And we found out a few years ago that the city ran out of money and funds to open the park. It's a beautiful park. So we just decided to get together and do these concerts to raise money. And the last 2 years, the park has been open the entire summer because of us. And we're going on our third year.
What time does it open? Because people want to know.
Door opens at 11:30. Concerts from noon to 8. We got 11 great acts from hard rock, classic rock, country western for Jim,
my favorite,
especially for him. And like I mentioned in the last show, you never know who's going to be here because the last show had the previous star of The Voice, Mia Z, was at both of our concerts.
Wow.
And she's going to be in Los Angeles for this one, so she's not able to attend. She's going to be at the final.
You're not going to be there, Smithy.
For The Voice. I can get you to meet her if you want, Jim.
That won't matter at all. Okay. Don't worry about it. He's going to be doing boxing that night when he stays out past midnight.
Yeah, he's going to be hungover.
Even though he doesn't drink or anything, but he doesn't sleep either, but then he doesn't do anything. So don't worry about it.
He's going to go cut someone's grass.
Hey, you didn't even mention about our friend and guest on our show. Yes, Billy Nardozzi's going to be the MC.
This has a lot of ties with the Pittsburgh Sportsline. Billy Nardozzi, the Pittsburgh poet who's been on your show before, he's going to be our MC the whole day. Miss Freddie and her blues band, she's been on your show a couple times.
Yes, she has. I've even gone to see her a couple times because of you.
And there's going to be an act there that, remember you heard here first, it's called Soul Radio. A 16-year-old young blind gentleman. He's the lead keyboard player, and he is it. He is
nice. It. Easy. Hey, I didn't know that we didn't even talk about the website last time where people can go.
No, we didn't. You didn't ask me how to contact you. It was both of our fault. It's the first time
I'm remiss, so I'm not going to say the www, but newkenarnoldsocial.com. arnoldsocial.com. Thanks, Smoking Jim.
That's right.
Is that correct?
That's correct. And this is our one of 2 concerts this year. We'll talk about the other one coming up in September. But there's
We want them to go to this one. Don't even talk about it. This is it. You got to be at this. Smoking Jim will not be there. I guarantee it.
If he makes a cameo appearance, if he does, the picture will go on Sportsline on Facebook.
Oh,
Yeah.
if anybody can get one or Photoshop one,
Yeah, well,
I'll
no.
put it up for him and make sure there's a sweetie with them. Okay, because we're trying to keep him out there.
And I forgot to mention also another one of your former guests, Marcus Robinson
No way.
for the Pittsburgh Bullets. He's going to be their 2nd year in a row. He does a little seminar for the kids. It was one of the most popular ones we had last year.
He does a lot of great things in the
He
community.
does a lot of
there.
great things in the community. He's a good guy, and he'll be there with a few of his teammates actually this time.
Oh, as I read through, because I see I missed so many questions, you can actually bring non-perishable food items.
Yeah, for local Kinlock Meals on Wheels. We did a great job. Last year we filled up a whole automobile last year with non-perishable foods.
No, that's great. Plus there's a 50-50. I don't know if they'll pump them up like I did, but if Mario's in charge, I think he could surpass me. So make sure you come out. Are you going to be there early and stay late?
I'll be there from 9 to 9 most likely, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, that's great. How much did you raise last year? You were telling us.
A little over $4,000 last year,
Good.
and that was enough to keep it open. And we average between 600 and 900 people each time we have it. And the weather looks like it's going to be decent, so that's what
Not
this
as hot
well.
as this?
Not as hot as this. No rain on Sunday, so
No, summer is here, no doubt.
looking forward to it.
Well, what's your take on the Pirates?
The Pirates are back. The bats are starting now. That's the only thing was missing. Jim doesn't know any better, so don't ask him this question. But the Buccos are back. They're going to start hitting, and a little shaky on the back end bullpen, but that'll all come together as well. They'll be okay.
We're hoping, because when you have good pitching, I hate to see it wasted.
Hey, look at the Washington Nationals. They got $1 billion payroll, and they only got one more win than the Pirates.
Explain that to him what billion is.
Billion, that's a couple extra zeros there.
Because he come out with a book a year ago. It was supposed to be $1 billion book. I thought we'd be international on our show. The only thing we're international, I want to thank everybody, is we're in all 50 states and we're in 55 countries on Facebook. So we may not be billionaires, but we're in countries that have billions of people. So that's good stuff. What's your thoughts on the draft? I know you're a sports guy and a Steelers fan, and
The draft, I think that they did well. Unfortunately, as Jim knows, sometimes it's a crapshoot. You can
sometimes he's a D+ this year,
take D+.
and he helped them.
That's why.
Just think if he wouldn't help.
No, it really is. You really can't tell till 3 or 4 years down the road. Would you
Hold
agree,
it,
Jim?
we need help this year.
I know, but that's not going to happen.
No.
Maybe Dupree. Dupree should kick in quite well.
Well, we'll have to find out, that's for
Yeah.
sure. Hey, and I wanted to give a little shout out to your mom. You know, she was a great guest, 2-time guest on our show. And I know you miss her dearly, like we all do that have lost mothers, like I have, you know, a long time ago, 1988 for me, and you never forget. And she was just the greatest. She was so quick. She was talking Steelers, and she could make some great cookies, I'll tell you that. Not that I like to eat too much, but when she brought cookies and talked Steelers, that was one of the highlights of our Pittsburgh
Great combo.
Sportsline. It really was, Mario, and I
Thanks.
have some great memories of her, and when you posted that picture there, I was very sad there, but happy that I had met her.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So, well, good luck. You
Thanks,
take
guys.
care. And good luck with your event at newkenarnoldsocial.com. Check it out.
Be there.
Be there. All right, our next guest has been an exclusive photographer for Pittsburgh Sportsline, and what he's done in the last year is so prolific, it's unreal. Taking photos, I mean, I don't know about anything else, but just taking photos, he's fantastic. And we met through liking one of his photos of Sammy Vasquez. I think it's almost 2 years ago. I just happened to like it, and I did it without asking anything else, and we become friends, met at fights last year, Paul Spatafora's fight, and we become friends in person, not just on Facebook, and he's just done fantastic. 1,700 pictures he took, Smoking Jim. They weren't all with sweeties, although the ring card girls were in a lot of photos for some reason here. And I said, why don't you come on? He only posted maybe 16 to 22 photos on my timeline, and Facebook's limiting what I do and share, so I've been putting them on Pittsburgh Sportsline, like I told my best friend, my brother from another mother, to do. Somehow he forgot after 2 weeks, but that's okay. With no further ado, Sean Eisler Photography is in the house for his first interview on Pittsburgh Sportsline. Sean, welcome aboard.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Tell them who you are in case I mispronounce anything.
You did good. It's Sean Eisler.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's close enough. The E's silent, so people usually
Okay.
don't get that, but yeah, good enough.
I learned that.
Yeah.
Just took a lucky guess when I first met you. And, we might as well get right to the photos. Because you take so many, there's so many great shots just from this last fight.
Thank you.
I didn't think you could get that bionic elbow of justice when it opened up this other fighter who was much tougher than Dan.
Yes,
the younger
yes,
guy,
yes.
he was beating Dan up all. Dan
He
Kakuta,
was.
one of our multiple guest appearances on our show, who will be back on our show when he heals up a little bit.
Yeah, can't wait to
Because
see
his
that.
nose got busted, he was almost out on his feet. That
He pretty
he's a
much
true
was.
warrior.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And I know you're seeing it through a lens, and his shots are a lot closer. Now, we were cage size. Thanks to Pinnacle Fighting Championship team. Great seats again. Great, they handled everything perfectly. We were well taken
Matt
care
LaShock,
of.
the owner, absolutely.
So they did
helping out with that system.
Definitely, and all the guys, Dave Click, Dave McKinney, all the rest of them, just good guys there, and we had a lot of fun like we always do. Smoking Jim now has realized MMA is pretty nice. He's now a fan of it.
That's good.
So he's now made, I think, 2 in a row. So he's on a hot streak. So we're going there, and like I was saying, you're taking these photos. Now, how and when did you start with photos?
You know
Did
what?
you go to school for it?
No, absolutely not. No, actually, I was doing graphic designs and didn't go to school for that either. It's a part-time hobby.
All right, you're uneducated and you're doing all these great things.
Absolutely,
Okay,
absolutely.
very good.
That's right.
He's a big proponent of homeschooling.
There
Whatever
you go.
you're good at, he says, don't do anything
Yeah,
else.
truth was, I was homeschooled. At
Hold
that
it.
time, it was really taboo, but yes, I was actually homeschooled.
Well,
my
here's
later
the
years.
disclaimer.
That's what I used to always tell my mom. The E is silent.
And here's the disclaimer. He went to school. We don't know what year. We don't even know if he graduated. We're not even sure if he went to Cal U, but supposedly
You know
did.
what? Some of the smartest, richest people in the world didn't go to school.
I understand
Hey,
that.
right here, Floyd Mayweather. He went
Yeah.
to what? The first till was 6th grade.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Yeah.
enough. That's enough.
I just wish he could.
Richest paid athlete in the world.
But I
of
just
all
wish he
time.
could read Cat in the Hat to his kids. That's it, because I enjoyed that. I enjoyed reading, and I still do. I've advanced. I go the little engine that could now, so
see,
you try to advance.
Well, I'm a
He
news-
doesn't even know.
Well, I'm a newspaper sports writer, and the newspaper is written at a 6th grade level. So once you get to 6th grade, you had plenty of education.
See, I'll agree with that. I'm good with that.
Well, the problem I have is they don't even read it. He doesn't even read it. I don't know who's proofing his stuff. And hey, I left that paper in your truck.
Oh, thank you.
No, I wanted to take it.
Did you?
The one you gave me.
Oh,
You
okay,
kicked
I'll
me
give it
out
back.
so fast, he drove me to the fights.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's why you guys were out real quick. Okay.
How do you know Batman?
No.
He leaves quickly.
Hey, don't tell anybody I know.
All right, I won't say
Keep that one on a down low.
All right, so you started, you were a graphic
Yeah, no, I was a
designer.
graphic designer.
You
and
bought
I
a
did-
camera.
I didn't buy the camera until it was Tyler Curtis that kind of came to me and.
So when did this happen? The last couple years?
Yeah. Actually,
on.
it was last year. Yeah. I did a little poster thing up for Sammy Vasquez's fight, and Tyler saw it, and he's the owner of KissingTheCanvas.net.
We like
and,
shameless promotions.
Yeah,
So.
there you go. And he runs it, writes it,
Sure.
and liked the illustration.
And you
that I
photo
did.
it and
I
illustrate
do
it.
now. Yeah. So he actually came to me, used my illustration, never even met the gentleman, and he started talking to me after that and popped me the question saying, do you know how to take photos? And I'm like, kind of have an eye for it, but I don't really have a camera, so I ended up using my father-in-law's camera
Really?
that weekend. Had two great, fantastic teachers that taught me how to use the camera.
You want to mention their names?
That would be the husband and wife of the Myers, Jody Myers. They took me out one day, showed me how to do it, and
Get out.
pretty much the rest is history.
And that's how it started.
That's how it started. My first fight was Spadafora, and I went out there and nailed it. And the next event was Pinnacle.
Yeah.
And that was the one that what was that? Pinnacle 9, I think I want to say.
Yes,
Pinnacle 9.
I think it was.
That was one with Greg Rudolph made his introduction into the sport.
Right.
And, yeah.
What a
nailed
start
that.
for him.
Yeah.
And a start for
absolutely.
you.
Yeah. Oh, I got some great pictures with him,
And then he boxed after that too.
he did, yeah. And me and Jim were down there for that event. I shot that event, and I think that was a couple of weeks after
We
that.
happened to go to New York and Brooklyn to see Rod Salka fight.
Who,
Yes.
you and Zach Levine?
No, it was Zach Brenner, the Amish assassin, who just made it in the house.
Yes,
so.
he did. Yes, he did. But yeah, no. From there, the rest is history, and it's a fantastic thing to be into, and I mainly do sports photography.
Right. No,
but,
you take some other country scenes and stuff.
Oh, I
and-
do. Yeah,
and
yeah.
Kids.
Yeah.
I noticed some nieces and nephews.
I did. Yes, I had the opportunity to do my niece
birds
my
and some
nephew
animals
and
and-
yeah.
So you're a modest man. Now, there's a
You
lot
know,
of photos, some streams, some fall foliage.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Did I cover
it's
it
a
all?
different setup. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I haven't had a chance to do many cars yet. Some cityscapes.
Okay. Yeah, something nice to the point. I like those photos.
Yeah. No, it's a lot of fun. Had the pleasure of
Now
meeting a lot of good
tell
people.
them how you took 1,700 photos at the MMA fights. Because to me, with this phone, they know I'm weak. When I get to use Zach's phone or somebody else, it's a smartphone.
Wait, you know what? We won't even go into the ancient technology that you have there. I mean, that's like borderline.
Oh, no, we just
prehistoric.
talked, and that's why you're
So,
here. It still works. We got you in. Don't you worry.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Okay,
But
thanks.
taking photos for different genres, it's a different thing. Like sports photography, you really have to. It's
You got to have the eye and the quickness.
yeah. I mean, it's how you set up your camera. You take multiple shots. It's called burst exposure.
Right.
And that way you make sure that you get the shot that everybody wants to see. It's called the money shot. So
And speaking of money, I heard you're selling some of these photos for money now. Congratulations.
Yeah, we're moving on up. Yeah,
That is awesome. An entrepreneur is born.
Thank you. That's right. I've been, like I said, yeah, you're right. I've been in here doing this for a while, and no more charity work. Yeah, we're not doing too much more charity work. I kind of got my feet wet and got in there and.
Well,
mixed
then,
with some of
since
the
we're not
best
talking charity, how do they get a hold of you?
You can visit my website, SeanEislerPhotography.com.
Spell that Eisler, okay? Because
EISLER.
okay, there you go.
And
'Cause
Sean is SHAWN, not the other various ways.
Yeah, don't
But-
confuse them. Say it
Yeah.
together all one time,
Yeah.
and we'll put it for them.
There you
all
go.
right?
SHAWN EISLER Photography.
Don't spell that one.
That's a long
They
one,
could
yeah.
Google that.
Yeah, everybody's new phones automatically has that on their phone when they
Hey,
go type
here's
it
what
in.
I do. I got you on speed dial.
Hey, there you go. But you can find me on my website. You can also find me on Facebook. Send me a like or a friend request.
We
Definitely
have?
accept. Yes, you have. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we get a lot of those photos. I was just telling them, I got to transfer a lot of them to Pittsburgh Sportsline because even though I got 2,940 some close friends on Facebook, believe it or not, they're not all sports nuts
Right,
like
that's
we are.
crazy.
Believe it or not,
Right.
they are not.
Hey, you're
So-
an entrepreneur yourself. You branch out there. You know. You
I
do
am.
everything.
I can already
Talking
tell you.
machine.
I can already tell you 20 of them. Check out my new show, Healthier, Happier You. We created another
Right.
show,
Yeah, you did tell me about that.
so we
yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
Zach Brenner has some things in the work.
Yeah.
Smoking Jim's ready to do a spin-off show because I found out last week one of his buddies on Championship Chase said, "How did I get honored to be on his show?" So I said,
that?
"We'll just fix that. He can do a spin-off."
There you go.
Smoking Jim Frazier.
And what's his show about? What's going to be
His
about?
show, Sweeties.
So,
Sweeties at sports.
hey, can't go wrong with
Sweeties
that.
in music.
I'll be expecting my invite to that.
Sweeties in models.
Hey, there you go, models. You know,
Sweeties that are actresses.
we can work out a deal with that.
And
you
the
know,
last but
some
not
pictures.
least, Sweeties that cut grass during the summer when his yard's a foot long.
There you go. Hey, you know what? I could definitely help you out with the models. I got a photo shoot coming up with the Fight Club Pittsburgh girls. They're doing the 2 weeks. Actually, they're trying to boost their boot camp, women's boot camp. So
Definitely.
yeah,
Plus, he
down
has
there
a
doing some
full-time
pictures.
job, so
Yeah.
definitely. Well, we
This is
wish you
much
the
better.
best of luck with this. I know you're having a lot of fun with it. Now
Oh,
you're
yeah.
making a couple dollars. And he does take great shots.
Thank you.
Matter of fact, my profile picture is not enhanced. This color is real. Whatever he did with that color photo from MMA in November, I have no idea. My tan was fading. Must have been some of the lighting there. But I get more compliments on that photo, so I've used it. I'm still, you're weak. We're getting there. Sean, thanks again.
Thank you for having
on
me. I appreciate
short
it.
notice for coming out.
Not a problem. Appreciate
Check
it.
out all his work. Check out Kissing the Canvas. Sean Eisler Photography. You'll see him everywhere. If not, you'll see me posting it everywhere else in sports.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Congratulations.
All right, thanks a lot for having me. Appreciate
Take care.
it.
Great job.
Always a
Sean.
pleasure.
Great job.
We have a returning guest, Deborah Clark, who asked to come back on Pittsburgh Sportsline. She got the email. I got the new Pittsburgh Sportsline polo shirt that Zach Brenner picked up for me, and I'm getting rave reviews on the color. So Deborah got the email. Smoking Jim did not get the email. Welcome back.
Thank you for having me again.
Sure.
It's nice to see you again.
Good to see you
it's
too.
a pleasure.
What do you want to talk about today? Can we talk
Well,
some sports to start?
Yeah, we can talk some sports, especially about this Andrew McCutcheon cutting his hair.
Yeah.
You left out one
Don't you
thing.
cut hair or do
Yes,
things like
yes,
that?
yes.
Because we didn't bring that out. And
Yeah.
this could hurt your business with a gentleman like this talking about don't get your dreadlocks
Well,
cut.
no, he's absolutely right. Look what happened to Samson.
Yeah, but he,
You left that one out.
yeah, but he forgot the book. He knows the Bible. He's a
Yeah.
very religious man, and I reminded him a couple weeks
Look
ago.
what happened.
And I said,
Lost all his power.
yeah, but then it started to come back, and he got destroyed all the Philistines.
Oh,
Right?
forgot about- yeah.
there was good that come out of that. So there'll be good when the heat gets a little warmer
Yeah,
in Pittsburgh. McCutcheon will grow a little bit of the hair back, and he'll start hitting.
Or you have to come to the Cat's Meow and get some extensions.
Is that your play? Is that your business?
Yeah.
What's
If he
your
says
business? I didn't hear
the
what
Cat's
it-
Meow Beauty Salon.
How do they get a hold of you there? You know,
They
we
can get
forgot
a
to
hold-
do a
No,
shake.
that's okay. That's quite all right because I was phasing out a little bit because, you know.
Can we promote it a little
Yeah,
right
you
now?
can promote it right
Can we
now.
say
I have
Cat's
something-
Meow again?
Sure, the Cat's Meow Beauty
And what
Salon.
phone number is it?
Oh, it's the same phone number you had up last week, but I got to be careful. I had some crazies calling. And I just want to get a little bit, and you warned people about that. So we're
Yes.
going to, they can hit me up on Facebook,
All right.
inbox me, or friend
And
me.
just
That's no
go by
problem.
Deborah Clark. Now, Smoking Jim, if you keep trying to message her, now you're friends now. You do not have to keep messaging her every hour. She's actually okay. And that's what we're talking about. Some of these guys get crazy, so just relax. She's still there.
But I did want to talk about the fight. I
Okay.
did see the fight with.
I know. She told me, asked me, did you see the Mayweather fight?
Yeah, I sure did.
I said, no, I would not want to watch paint dry. So she goes, I only paid $8 to see it. I said,
sure
that was
did
a break.
at this nice little bar over in Penn Hills on Verona
He doesn't
Road.
like Penn
I
Hills.
don't
You
know.
guys are gonna have to get beyond
that's
this.
quite all right.
all kinds
that's
of
all
illegal
right, but I
bars in
did get
Penn
to
Hill.
see it, and it was I mean,
Right.
for the most part, it was Old Home Week. You know, I did watch it. I was sitting right by the television,
Right.
the big screen, and all that.
You were
so-
probably talking a little. She talks
Yeah, I
more
did.
than me.
Yeah.
She holds the record. The only reason I can keep my record on this show is I tell her that's it.
And I have to oblige.
Well, thank you. That way you can come back again.
Yeah, I'm trying to be a good guest. So I like coming
You
back
have
here.
been. We got a lot of good feedback on it. I heard
Great.
your family's also watching it, you told me.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I even had on it down in Virginia, one in New York watching it. So we've been getting some.
See, we're getting more popular in Virginia.
Yeah,
My-
actually, they caught the link from YouTube, and then on on
Right.
my page, I keep it up on my page.
And you know, if they like Pittsburgh Sportsline, they can always see it on Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook.
Yes.
We post everything up.
Yes.
Now, it doesn't always stay when I post it to your page because we don't know what Facebook's doing with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, a lot of.
Yeah,
yes.
but we'll save that for another day. So what about conspiracies? We're blessed to be on public access TV. Thanks to Bethel Park. The municipality of Bethel Park lets us come out to Mount Lebanon. We meet great guests like this, so we appreciate it.
I appreciate you.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
What else did you? Now you brought something for Smoking Jim.
Well,
I don't want
brought
you to wait till
something.
the end.
No. I don't either, because if we run out of time, then it's not going to be any good. So
Right.
I just wanted to let you know, since I didn't know he had a. There
Shrine.
was a no. There was an Ed McMahon to your Johnny
Oh,
Carson.
okay.
And I didn't bring Ed
Well, doesn't he
McMahon.
laugh very nicely?
Yeah, I forgot to. I had no idea, so I left.
Hold
him
it. These
out.
are all black. Don't
Oh,
show them that.
No. I left him a little gift out too, so I
Okay.
figure I wanted to treat you guys. So here's your own copy.
Oh, thank you so much.
And like Alan's, his is not signed as well, so
Is
you
it?
know.
I don't know where mine is. I had it
You
out
just
there.
had it up. There it is.
We're like twins now.
Yeah, no. See, that's like if you have children, you can't buy one.
There's
something without
I
the
have
other.
2 kids. Thank you.
2 Afro-Americans.
Jim Brown and Smoking Jim Frazier.
Yes.
Thanks, Deborah.
Oh, you're quite welcome.
You're feeding into all this nonsense with us, so thank you.
No,
we
no,
appreciate
this is a
that.
lot of
Thank you so
fun.
much. I appreciate
You're
it.
more than welcome.
Nicest thing anybody's ever done for me.
Today. I have to put disclaimers on all this because people call me up. Is he serious? I go, he's nice to everybody.
He is. And so are you.
Thank you.
And you know, I'm telling you, I had a great time here. But you know what I wanted to, those pictures that we talked about,
Yes.
remember that I brought on the show?
Yes, I remember.
A few weeks
We even
ago.
showed him and everything
Yeah,
else.
yeah. You know what, I had one more, and I just wanted
Well,
to...
then put it up.
Yeah, because they were about history, and I talked about Ferguson and all that
You
stuff.
know, I'm a history guy,
Yeah.
and I always say, why can't we all get along? So on a sadder
Yeah.
note, that's part of the problem in our country. I'm
Yeah.
trying to use Pittsburgh Sportsline to try to bring people together because a lot
Yeah.
of this nonsense shouldn't even... Watch your photo there. Come on, man.
Yeah, you
He's a
can't-
Hall of Famer. Just hold it. You can hold it. You're strong enough. Just hold that the whole show. Stay out of trouble. You ate all the French fries. I only
He
ate
doesn't
half.
want to catch up on that.
But no, on a serious note,
Yeah.
there are so many problems there
Yeah.
because people are polarized for whatever reason, right or wrong. We can't go back in the past anymore.
No.
You got to move forward in the future and what you can do, and that's why when we were talking about some of this stuff,
Yes.
little did we know that things would blow up even
I know.
worse.
It wasn't even a week later
No.
that we, had the Baltimore riots, and I brought in photographs of the DC riots with
Sure.
Jim Brown and President Nixon and how they came to terms and stuff. And what I really do know is that we don't learn from history, then we're doomed to repeat it. So somebody please.
That's a great quote.
No, that's the truth.
history, yep.
Yeah. And then it was right in the same area, so that was just. It's not a coincidence. I think it's for everybody to kind of take heed, and and that's what I did like about prior athletes that back
Well, we
in
were
the
talking
day,
about strong leaders who were
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
leaders,
yeah.
not just sports people. They were leaders
they used
too,
it as a platform
in the community.
Yeah, exactly. They used their
Their publicity,
publicity as
yeah.
a platform to to do good and to service and do things and make changes in the communities and stuff like that. So what I wanted to kind of do.
Okay, we'll give you a couple minutes.
Okay,
Come on.
I didn't know if I could do like an Aol bucket challenge, but I wanted to challenge.
ALS bucket challenge.
Yeah. ALS. Thank you. Ice Bucket Challenge.
I'm accuracy in media.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's quite all right.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I have no problem.
All right.
But I wanted to challenge because the NFL kind of got a bad rap last year with a lot of domestic violence, and I don't know if someone kind of caught the rap for it, but I wanted to challenge Mr. Roger Goodell to kind of buy these photographs for me.
Really?
And then if he purchases it, I can do good with it, you know, with the safe houses, with the extended stay safe houses.
I like your style. There's no quit in your game.
No, it's no quit. I can't do it until it gets done.
We'll give you
right?
the video of this and whatever you're going to do now, and I wish you the best of luck.
Well, guess what? If he gets it, guess what? I'll donate something to this cause too.
Wow.
Pittsburgh Sportsline. I mean, that's a whole lot. I think a
You're
lot
the
of things can
best.
go around.
All right, let's get this out.
Yeah, let's get
what
this
can
out.
we do?
This was the final picture. This is one that we didn't put up, that you didn't put up before.
No, well, let's do
Yeah,
that.
and that's when they finalized things in the DC riots, and it's President Nixon, Henry Kissinger, Jim Brown is signed, dated, and it has a White House seal and
Smoking
everything
Jim,
to
if
it.
this
so,
isn't valuable, nothing is.
Goodness, that's great
yeah,
stuff.
and then I said, well, maybe I can even throw that out to
Maybe we get
Floyd.
an auction on this. or
Yeah, with
something.
Floyd Mayweather. I saw how much he made it. I mean, it's posted all over
Well,
the
you
Facebook.
should actually talk to the loser, Pacquiao. He's donating $40 million to charity.
Oh, wow.
So, plus he
Well-
wants to be the president of the Philippines when he retires.
Well, it's great to actually have someone to actually purchase that, because then they'll have a piece of history as well. So they'll be getting something too, and then they'll
Look
be
at that
giving to a
smoking
great
gem.
cause. I know, that's
I know you were
amazing.
just a baby back then, but this is true history.
We weren't born yet. I'm,
No,
I'm not
no.
sure. Let me check the date.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
wanna give
you
away
two
my-
were born. You two were born. I'm the man that knows too much on this show. I won't say it.
Okay, and then also.
What else?
Oh, with once I get this up, and then I could purchase my mother's hotel, and I told you.
Right.
But then I also have a great idea too that I would probably need Mr. Goodell help
Okay.
with. I developed a T-shirt line, and my T-shirt line is called Clever Girls T-shirts by the Cat's Meow, and it has over almost 80 different quotes. And he can possibly help me get these things into Walmart, and then that would be the machine
You're
that keeps
putting
the
a lot
safe
of-
house going.
You're putting a lot of faith in this guy,
Oh, well, you know what?
and I haven't seen him out too much
But
except
I know,
hugging
but
all
but
these
this
guys.
is the way he can redeem himself. With there's so many. 50% of the NFL's support system are women. And to me, that's a way he can do it. And then we can bring him on the show maybe, or he can fly us in, and we can do a show
That'd be
anywhere
great.
he wants.
I
Yeah,
like
we
your
can- yeah.
promoting here. You
Oh,
know
that'll
that.
be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure he got a private jet somewhere,
I
or
know.
access.
He's the NFL.
I know. He's the
He's
head
the face of the NFL.
one of the head honchos there.
All right, say what you want very distinctly from Roger Goodell.
Okay, I want to make sure I got the ice bucket challenge right, but he can make it just about any challenge. I'm almost willing to go outside of anything seedy, but I would like for him to place a bid on these historical photos.
Okay.
And then I could use the proceeds to purchase my mother's hotel in order to make an extended stay safe house. It's called SAW. That's my foundation, and SAW stands for Save and Abuse Women. And they can stay there up to an extended stay of up to 2 years. And then 2 years gives a person enough time to get their life in order. Safe houses, I told you before, only really stay
I
30.
listen to you, and that's what you do need.
30
You need some long-term.
Yeah, 30 to 90-day stays. That's what the majority of them do. And who can get their lives together in that amount of time, And with that, staying up to 2 years stay, you can get a degree, if you wanted to go to, community college and get an associate's. Yeah, you're in a better position.
What kind of shirt do you have there?
This is one of my samples of T-shirts, and I have some really clever quotes.
Okay.
This one is, let me get the tag off of it.
Yeah. Just tuck that in.
Yeah, I'm going to tuck that in. This one is not the usual on the menu. Now, what I like about this is that it'll make a woman feel like she's unique, because most women, we don't want to be a carbon copy off of anyone, I'm no Raquel Welch, but I don't want to be a
That's a
carbon
joke
copy
from the last
from
show.
the last time I was here.
You got to watch the last show when she was on. Not the last show, but the
Yeah.
show that your first show.
Thanks
for bringing that in.
Thank you. And
Definitely.
that'll be the revenue that I get from these T-shirts, whether they be in Walmart. But I'm sure.
How much are you
this is
trying
gonna-
to sell them? Maybe you could just sell them right now. Don't wait.
Well, I did have some, and I have a lot that needs to be reprinted. So, and most companies don't want to
Do small
reprint
amounts.
do small amounts. So, that's where I need this money from the sale of these photographs. That'll be the backing to, generate
We got to try to
more
get
money.
you to an auction house to see what they'd
I'm
even be
telling
worth.
you. I did. I told you I met with Dr. Carmen DeCessio. He is the head genealogist and historian down at the University of Pittsburgh. He was voted top professor by the students like 4 years in a row. And
Can you say what they're worth or not?
Well, he told me they're worth upwards to $10 million. He said depends on the collector. Yeah, because they're signed, dated, stamped, White House sealed, and also it contains 6 different people from history. So you have President Nixon, you have Jim Brown, you have Henry Kissinger, the first black mayor of Washington, D.C., Edward Washington.
Right.
You have the Black Panthers, and then you have Huey Newton, who is hardly
He's
ever
still short.
photographed.
He's short.
I know.
You
I
surprised me.
said, who knew? Yeah, me too. I was very surprised. But he was just,
Right.
his character was just so
I think you
massive.
got to contact somebody that would actually put these up for bid.
Yeah,
I'm sure they get a fee for it. but
Yeah.
It would be worth it because it's more
Yeah.
than what it is right now.
Well, maybe they can contact me through your show now that they've seen this.
I hope we're that big.
Yeah.
We're growing. This may help.
One thing about Facebook, you never know who sees things. We found each other, didn't we?
I know. You found me.
Yeah, I sure did.
And I'm glad you did.
I
Thank
sure
you.
did. Me too. Thank you.
You take care.
All right.
It was a pleasure.
You too.
That is it.
That's it?
That's
Okay.
it. You did it. You got it all out there.
Great. Great.
All right. You take care now.
Great interview.
Thanks, buddy. How's our time look now? Under 13. Hey, I split that time pretty good between 27 minutes. That was a pretty good split because we got boxing to talk about and everything else. All right, let's bring up, we're going to have Z time with Zach Brenner right now. Why don't you show the folks what you have, Z?
Well, this is the fight poster for the fight that's taking place on Saturday night at the Meadows.
It's a nice
Casino
looking
and
poster.
racetrack. Yeah,
You know that.
It's quality. It's quality here,
I don't
folks.
know, they haven't all been on our show, but we've had a couple of them.
We sure have.
Yeah.
Smoking Jim's favorite heavyweight returns back to the ring.
One of the
Jason
greatest
Bergman.
calls in Pittsburgh Sportsline boxing history when Jason Bergman knocked
was.
out his opponent, undefeated opponent.
So I'm very excited about Saturday. I know
Definitely.
you guys
And
are pumped up.
Rod Salka brought his first belt to our show at Sips. So, and you were part of that, Smoking Jim.
Well, you guys were there when he won the first belt.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we were.
Who the F is Smoking Jim? And I can say that, Dave Cable, because I got the juice like that. But yeah, Rayco War Sanders, another big
Yeah.
fan of the show, and Smoking Jim Frazier's gets back in the ring against Carpentry. So it's going to be a good night on Saturday night down at the Meadows.
Definitely. I like that. I like it.
It's yours. You can have it. I'm
Really?
sick of holding it up.
Oh, man, nice. I don't even know where to put it. What's on your mind, Z? Whoa.
Well, I don't know if it's true or not, but on the way over, I heard that Tom Brady was suspended
It's
for
true.
4 games. So 4 games.
I heard
for-
it was only 2.
I heard it was 4 games for playing with
Is it 4 now?
for
Okay.
underinflated football. That's the first. And now I've seen it all, Smoking Jim. From steroids to underinflated football.
I knew when they delved into that, when you had less fumbles over the last 10 years, that there was something about the Flate game. And then, what's a shame about the conspiracy, the only team really spearheading it is Baltimore.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're the ones behind it.
Let's take it back to this previous Super Bowl. you run beast mode into the end zone, and maybe we're not even talking about this right now, Smoking Jim Frazier. Wouldn't you agree? But I'm very excited that our first-round draft pick finally made it onto the practice field on Sunday, the last day of rookie minicamp. He flew in.
He looked good on the field.
Did he?
Yeah, nice picture I posted on Pittsburgh Sportsline, just him on the field.
Yeah, it didn't look like he was breaking too much of a sweat, Smoking Jim. Maybe he could give some of his dreads to Kutch and get Kutch back into the groove.
Don't you guys worry about Kutch. I don't know, did you notice that the Pirates beat St. Louis, who's a better team, 2 out of 3?
No, I didn't.
How did you miss that?
It's a 162-game season. Holy smokes. That's a lot of games to keep track of, Levine. About a nickel for every game.
Yeah, you have
kidding.
about $8 or something.
I'm kidding. I love the Pirates.
You'd have $8.10.
Very well, very well.
That is math.
But,
What else? What's going on?
man, you know I had to stick behind and button up that 9 yards of mushroom manure.
They don't want to know all that stuff. That's strong stuff. What I wanted to talk about is the boxing here. We got
Let's
a great
talk
night
about
of
it.
boxing. You know, you got Rod Sulka here.
Moving
Yeah.
down to 130 pounds, Smoking Jim, because we couldn't get the fights we were looking for at 135 pounds. So now we're down to 130 and trying
And he's
to make
always in great shape. That's the one thing about him.
Phenomenal.
I swear that he could fight 20-round fights. He's old school like that. So to be at 130, that's just unreal.
I wouldn't mess with him. Nah, I'm kidding. I mess with him all the time. I told him.
279 pounds
It's
as of
going
today.
down. Yeah, until I eat dinner, finally, Smoking Jim. I ain't eat all day. I'm looking forward to eating some Duke's Rib House food. That's why I came out after a 12-hour shift.
And our favorite waitress is here, Joey.
Yeah, she hung up a fight poster downstairs. So hope we have a good turnout on Saturday night. Support local boxing.
And I hope it doesn't rain, because they'll move it underneath, or they stopped it. You weren't at the last fight. Remember what happened? He doesn't remember. Remember Smoking Jim with the rainstorm?
Yeah, last year,
Okay.
yeah.
Let's
They stopped the fight.
Let's quickly Pinnacle Fighting Championships 10 at the Isoplex at South Point. Man, it was a good night.
One card went to the judge's decision, so it means the other 8 all were decided in the cage. I thought that was just incredible. That's now 2 MMA fighting nights that we saw. There were only a couple different decisions by judges.
Well, I want to thank Dave Click and Matt Layshock and all the boys at Pinnacle for hosting me, Al Levine, and Smoking Jim Frazier. We had a good time. We had
Dave
great
McKinney,
seats.
Greg Rudolph, all the guys that help us. That Jerry that was running around there, getting
with
tables
the
and
waters.
water.
Yeah, I like his
Man,
style.
He was great. It was just a pleasure. The ring card girls we met, they said they may be future guests here. So
How about one of our featured guests, the Bionic Fist of Justice, who was getting pounded for 2 rounds, Smoking Jim, and in the 3rd round, Dan Kakuta comes with that wicked elbow and just
bionic elbow of justice.
Yeah, that's what I was calling it last night.
We all were. I have it there. Jim J. wrote up about that.
Did he?
You have to read it in Steel Nation. He put it up. We were all on the same page. Matter of fact, we were all sitting together.
Is it possible for you to start reading these things for me and make like an audio tape that I could listen to, so I don't actually got to read it? I could just listen to it.
Well, the way I talk, I'm gonna have to start getting into that for a small fee.
Make Smoking Jim one of your first customers. I'll pay. Put one of those books of his in the syndication.
One of his?
So I can listen to
One
it.
of his? One of his? Oh, the record was broken. No, that's not happening. No doubt about it. But yeah, I'll try to work on
The
that.
Honey Badger handled his business.
What a great fight that was. Boy, he was.
Dom's no joke, and him and Lightning Rod a couple weeks ago were getting in some good sparring at Southside Boxing, to the point where Dom was going in on Rod a little bit, and Rod had to show him, who the champ is at 135 pounds. Rod would wait for the last minute of each round of the sparring, Smoking Jim, and just let Dom have it, like he wasn't even in there for the other couple minutes, So.
Well, boxing is a lot different than MMA.
Oh, for sure.
So just
Definitely.
the shape and the
Without a
style
doubt.
and the boxers. We see some guys, like I think in the first or second fight, the guys wanted to stay up. We're just boxing. That they're not like boxers like we see. That's
And
just
how about the Pride of Bloomfield, Mark Jericho, another featured guest on the show?
I think the beard should go.
No.
I like him without the beard.
He was taunting me after the show because of my
the
beard.
beard.
Because he got me.
Well, he
I was
let his
mad.
grow. You trimmed yours up for summertime.
I was mad, Smoker Jim. I was mad. I said, don't worry, it'll be back. It'll be back.
Well, his may be gone. I think his fans will vote. Most of them want it gone.
That's cool, and mine will be back. I'll be back in business, baby.
We know that. It's more a winter beard. It's for protection.
It is.
Definitely. Right now it's summer. But yeah, it was a great card.
It was.
I enjoyed it. We had great seats. You know, again, thanks to Pinnacle,
Most
Matt
definitely.
Layshock, Greg Rudolph, Dave McKinney,
Click.
Dave Click, you name it, they were all there. Another guy who's going to be a guest, Rich Miller, the matchmaker. Wait till we get him on. We're negotiating that maybe as soon as next week. So we may get a couple of the fighters back on too. Dan Kakuta, when he heals up a little bit,
Man, he had a broken nose. He had a busted eye.
yeah, definitely. But he went street fighting and he come out. Like he said, he changed his game plan. Not many guys can change their game plan.
Elbows are legitimate in the cage, Smoker Jim. It's not a boxing match.
Well, he was actually hurt where his hamstring had been pulled. That's why he wasn't kicking.
Who?
Dan Kakuta. He wrote a big long, I'm going to have to read these paragraphs to you. He wrote a blog, it was about this long, explaining what happened. You guys should read it. Very insightful.
I'm not going to lie to you, Smoker Jim Frazier. I don't think Dan Kakuta wants to fight that kid from Ohio again.
He said he
He's
does.
lucky he got out of there the first time.
He said he will take it.
He's got the warrior mentality, but I got the Floyd Mayweather mentality, and we win, and we make money, and we look good doing it too. And I urge him to pursue a different opponent in his next bout.
Yeah, but if you read his article, he was actually hurt and couldn't do his kicks. And that's why he started out slow. So those are some things that happen. I'll take his chances healthy, both of them. Because when you're seeing some of that cranium through that eye.
Yeah, but do you know how upset that other guy from Ohio is? He had the Buckeye State carved in the back of his head with barber shears. So he was serious, Smoker Jim. But now you're going to fight him again? He got robbed the first time. What do you think the second time's going to be like?
Guess what? He didn't get robbed. The doctor did the right thing. There is no way you let anybody. I'll go against that. Everybody wants to fight till the death. But then when you're crippled up, they cry like little babies. Like, how could they let that happen? They're blaming somebody else. When you're in the moment, even you'd be like, I cannot believe I'm blind in my eye now. Why didn't they tell me that? I didn't read it in any books. So that's nonsense. Let the doctor stop the fight.
Great point, but I won't say he got robbed. I say he got lazy. There's no way at that point Dan should have caught him. He got a little lazy, he got a little cute, and Dan caught him, man, with one shot, you know. And like you said, he was dominating the fight up until then.
Oh, Dan even said as much. So, and those things happen. That's why I can't wait for boxing to mix it up towards then. Frank Luca will be here with Crown Boxing. This will be a great night of boxing there. 3 championship belts are being fought for. That's a great night of boxing. Hopefully have no rain. Get the no rain dance there. That's what we need.
I think Alavin's putting a jinx on.
No, they already called for it, so we're trying to stop
Oh, they did?
You guys pay attention to nothing. All you know is what you believe and what you think. And sometimes there's more out there.
I'm innocent, babe. I'm just working hard.
I don't believe that. There ain't no innocent babes on Pittsburgh Sportsline. If they are, they're lying. So that's how I look at it. But that's what's going on. We're just about done with the show here. Smoking Jim, any closing remarks here?
Well, I'll tell you what, looking forward to Saturday night. Boxing is growing in Pittsburgh, just like the MMA and combat sports. And I tell you what, couldn't be more proud of Lightning Rod Salka, Rayco Ward Saunders, and Jason Bergman.
Any last words before I put my last words in?
Yeah. Shout out to Sean Osler, kissing the canvas. Go Team Salka Saturday night. You'll see me there.
We can't wait to see what you're wearing. And I'm also proud of all the good karma from Pittsburgh Sportsline. Come on our show, have some more success. Go out there, and I'm looking at all champions on Saturday night. Good luck to you. Be safe out there and stay Joey strong.